What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Peculiar Prattling.
Yep, where we prattle.
It's been a while, and we've even upgraded a little bit. We have some lapel mics on me and Isaac. Just we're testing them.
And what I mean by testing them, I mean, oh dang it, that was not satisfying.
I hate that they do that sometimes. They just like splatter water.
Oh,
everywhere.
JJ knows. I have a bad habit with these things.
I have a bad habit biting holes in cans.
Anyway, welcome back.
Biting holes in cans.
He's witnessed it.
I have. Oh,
He's also tried it, but that's not a story.
God. Right up my nose. Just,
This is my little buddy.
I don't
I
have.
left mine at the house.
I don't have a little.
He stays in bed.
I don't have a little buddy. It's really depressing. I lost my little
Mine
buddy.
has a cup holder.
I lost my little buddy in Nam.
I like how JJ's dice jail is just chilling.
Oddly enough, it works.
Yes.
He's used it, and I haven't had the reason to use it.
So weren't we discussing like our childhood game consoles, like experiences? We were going to discuss that.
I think we were talking about doing the ghost hunting stuff,
Oh, yeah.
experiences
Yeah.
and all that. This episode,
So-
because it's a Spooktober.
Yep, and
Yeah.
two of us are currently wearing our costumes.
I took mine off.
Costumes?
Costumes.
I took mine off because it's hot.
I took my mask off because I can't breathe.
I'm wearing a ball cap and a Crusader outfit, so you know that's where we're at.
I mean, I was wearing my plague doctor outfit.
Could just say
with
you're,
a hat.
you're one of the extra people from the abridged Helsing
Yes,
show.
yes, that's me. How's it going? Please sign my autograph and buy my shit.
Buy his pants.
And Steven's dressed up as himself. You know,
Exactly, yeah. That's usually what I do for Halloween.
I do it every day.
Yeah, he's
Well, not
mechanic
you.
of it on his day off. It's the costume.
It's great. And you too can buy the Steven mechanic outfit at your local Halloween store.
It's Old Navy.
Old
The
Navy.
whole outfit is from Halloween.
Old Navy.
Except the socks. These are Van Heusen socks. Those are pricey.
I don't know why I was thinking Van Helsing for some reason. Buy these Van Helsing socks.
I think you mean Van Halen.
But yeah, we were
I
gonna.
know, but that's just what my brain was like. Hey, Van
I got
Helsing.
you.
We were gonna talk about ghost experiences,
Oh, that.
and I guess I can start it because I already put it online.
Plus, mine ain't even really that detailed.
It's
Mine's pretty detailed, so I'll go last.
so I have a couple of them, so I can talk for like an hour, but the one that I already told, I actually have picture proof, and when we go to post this, I'll actually add it in over top of this. But there's pictures of we're walking around this house in Savannah, Georgia, and it's pitch black in there. We just have flashlights and EMF readers. That's all they gave us.
Good luck.
And they're like, you can snap pictures wherever, blah, blah, blah. And usually with a digital camera, you don't pick stuff up. But I was just walking around and I snapped photos, a couple of dark photos, and there's nothing. And then I'm looking through them afterwards and I'm like, hold on, I need to take a picture in the exact same spot. And Heather was standing there when I took the second set of pictures.
Yeah.
Because it was like, wait, what? So I turned and looked, and in the same spot. The pictures are proof, and I can show them to the guys so they can actually see them while we're sitting here.
Lies.
Where's it at?
Since my story isn't that long, when I was younger,
So
we
you
went to
can
this-
probably see it. It's on the edge of the frame there.
Yeah, when I was younger, there's this place near the house we call
Mm-hmm.
the Rock Quarry. I don't know if Isaac knows what I'm talking about, but anyway, apparently
know
there
what
used
you're talking about.
there used to be an Indian camp there. I went there that night. I had a dream. There was this weird battlefield, and this Indian got shot down. When he died, time seemed to progress, and you could see him rot away. You know, his bones turn to dust and all that. But you see the sheath to his knife that was out on the side. And time kept progressing in the dream. And I went there the following day. It was actually in my neighbor's front yard where time progressed to. That's when the dream ended. I went there the following day and went to where I saw the sheath in the dream. And I actually found the sheath buried in the ground.
Do you still have it?
No.
What happened to it?
I didn't find it on my property. Where do you think it went? Neighbor.
No, you can see it. This looks like the outline of like a Victorian dress. I'll turn up my brightness so you can see it.
That's what it kind of looks like, yeah.
Yeah, because you showed it to him. You didn't show me Jack.
You were busy storytelling.
You can see it.
Yeah.
You can plainly see that. There was nobody standing there.
That's cool.
You can plainly see like the arm of the dress, the little flowy part on the bottom. It's kind of sick. It's like
really cool.
The most proof you can have.
My mom,
like a literal picture.
So we went to Jamestown, Virginia, and there's like a little historical town they have down there. And my mom snapped a photo in one of the houses. And it's like a photo of a Victorian lady that wasn't there. Like, it's clear as you or me. But it's like half of her is like torn, like she like disappeared in the shot, which I don't have it on me, but it was pretty crazy, to be honest. But I didn't see it because I was young, but she showed it to me. So.
Yeah, I've had a couple of experiences though. Like, there was a house we used to live in. You could hear, like in the middle of the night, probably 2 or 3 in the morning. You know, the witching hour.
The witching hour.
We had a kitchen table in the kitchen, and you could hear stuff moving around it, and you could see it just like
slowly move
across the table, and you're like, and supposedly some woman like offed herself in the kitchen, in the closet.
Me, I've never actually seen anything, but I've felt things.
I have too.
Yeah, it's like at the church.
Yeah.
We went to this room where it was supposed to be the kindergarten class for the. Yeah.
Yeah. It gets worse.
See,
it gets
I
worse.
know why you're laughing, Steve.
Well,
anyway,
the thing I
first
have
off,
is kids can see stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. First off, before you even walk in there was 2 pictures. It looked like a child drew them.
Yes.
Oh,
2
no.
pictures. Under one picture was the severed legs under a tree.
Oh God.
On the other side, similar looking tree, slightly different. The upper part of the torso under the tree. You walk in there and you feel immediately like you're being watched. And the closer you get to like the window, the worse the feeling gets. Like you want to get out of there as soon as you walk in there.
So here's the one problem with that, and I hope no one is listening. Before that church was, we didn't really have the papers signed on it. Mom broke a window to get in there. You didn't hear that. You didn't hear that unless it's already been told. So I guess it pissed off the ghost. So, or the demon. It's no ghost.
So it's her. I'm just kidding.
It's her
Well, I
fault.
was gonna say,
But
we could check that out for a
she,
video.
She called me. And she's like, "Hey,
It's
so
clean now.
What happens?
Oh, okay.
What would you say if I did what you did and like broke into this building?" I'm like, go for it, I guess. I can't stop you." She's like, "I broke the window." I was like,
We definitely
Okay.
need to find places for our investigations.
So I know of a couple places, but then again, when I went to them, there was no security, and sometimes there is security that goes by those places.
And not just that, nowadays you need permission to film on certain locations. Otherwise,
Yeah.
Most of the ones I went to, there's really no property.
Don't get me wrong,
owners.
cops don't bother with me and Dad anymore. But other than that,
I know of one place we can probably get into, but there's an area down in Lafayette. It's called the Cove. It's like at the back side of Lafayette, like back side of Lafayette. But there's like abandoned houses, old factories, you name it. So a lot of that stuff exists down there. Demons, ghosts, you name it.
Well, when we start doing that, we'll check out some of those places, I'm sure.
I'll say a short story just because there's an old mining town that used to exist down there. It's called Estelle Mining Town. There's no remnants of it left, just the mine and the tunnel that led to it. So there's probably about a maybe 5-minute hike to get to that tunnel. So me and my buddies were like, let's go do it. So me, my buddy Luke, and Ray, we all went out there, and we got to the tunnel, and I looked around the top and stuff like that. And my buddy makes the mistake of going up to the entrance of the cave and saying hello, or the tunnel and saying hello. And I'm like, that's bad.
Which one we go?
It's like, so we snapped a couple photos, and I still have photo proof of that, just not on me. It's on my computer. But we take a photo, and on the ceiling of the tunnel, there is like something clinging to it, like it looks like a figure. And I was like, well, when we looked at it after that, we were like, oh God, we're not going back there. But when he said hello, we immediately got this sense of dread coming from that cave or that tunnel. So we all just kind of headed back to the truck, but we felt like it was following us. So, but
You know, one of the craziest places I've run into, like multiple things, is Cades Cove, like up in Pigeon Forge.
Kate's go.
It's like a whole nature area. Like you can pay to go in. And you just drive around and go through all these like old houses and stuff.
Ooh.
Like, it's crazy. But me and my family were in one of the churches, just snapping pictures and all that. And my grandma walks in just after everybody else had already been in there for a bit, because she was going through some health stuff and she was sitting in the car. But she comes in and she's like, I hear like hymns. And we were all like, you hear what? She's like, yeah. No, you don't hear that? We were like, no. And then we're
Like,
snapping
no,
pictures.
God.
We're snapping pictures with like an old, roll up Polaroid.
Oh gosh, man.
And because
Gotcha.
I'm not gonna lie, it was in the 90s or early 2000s, and because digital cameras were expensive.
They
back
were.
then.
They were.
That was pre $300.
Yeah.
Yeah. About the
Yeah,
average
even
price
like the
of a-
Polaroid, like the disposable cameras were expensive back then.
Yeah.
But my grandma took a picture of like me and my parents and my siblings standing in front of the pulpit and everything. And I kid you not, we're standing there and there's a space between me and my brother, and I'm standing probably this far away from my brother, and I just feel like I look down because I felt like this
Tug?
and you could hear it. You could see and hear my pants moving. And I look down and I'm like, well, that's weird.
That's odd.
Because I yelled at my brother because I thought he was standing next to me when we snapped the picture. And then we're sitting in the car leaving Cades Cove. And my mom's like, oh, God. She's looking at it as it's developing. There's you could see facial features of this little kid in the photo.
Oh my god.
Like in between me and my brother in the picture. And I was like, I'm glad you waited to say that until we were gone.
It's like, thank you. Oh god. It's just look down.
Yeah, the only other story I got is here a while back, me, my dad, and somebody, his current girlfriend, went to the Honda Depot.
Oh, this story.
And we went to, I told you this on the way up here.
Yeah, you did.
Anyway, we took the Honda, I forget what it's called.
The haunted.
Four?
It
was you basically get on this what looked to be a wagon, and they take you to like a cemetery, this place where they make carpet or something. I don't know, something like that. Anyway, I forgot exactly what the places we went to, but this one we went to. The way they tell the story about this ghost girl, her hair got stuck in machinery and she got pulled into machinery.
Oh, God. That sounds
Yeah.
rough.
Anyway, we walk in there, and at one point, I'm not even listening to the guy. And I was sitting there, and I just had this feeling. I turned around, looked behind me, and looked back towards this back area where it had a bunch of extra furniture, old belts, and stuff like that. I said, quick question. Yeah? I said, did the belt go all the way back there? He goes, yeah. I'm like, I'm assuming what happened in the story, her hair got caught back there, And as she was being pulled up the belt, she got pulled down in the machinery. He goes, yeah. But yeah. He goes, how do you know? I said, I don't know.
Chickamauga Battlefield's really famous for that too. People seeing stuff.
Oh.
I'm hearing stuff.
I have a story.
I do still want to point this out.
My grandma actually saw
The
outlines
first
of
time-
soldiers on the wall and stuff.
I will say this. I know I've stated this multiple times, but if anyone ever pulls out a Ouija board,
God, no.
No.
Yeah.
Negatory.
No, that's like the
Ghost
one thing that I'm like, no.
even if it's the person that invites us on the property,
Well, the thing with a Ouija board is you have to commit
this
to
way-
it
Oh, I
if
know.
you're going to do it.
put it this way.
You can't just half-heartedly go into that.
Oh, I know.
Because if you do, you're going to invite spirits into
Exactly.
rider. Yeah.
it. And it's going to be a problem.
And always close it. I'm not saying
You always
And
close
odds
that
are,
door.
9 times
Yeah.
out of 10, something's following you home.
Like when we do these investigations, we're going to start it off nice, polite, everything. We're not going to antagonize anything.
No.
And then we're going to make sure that we don't take stuff with us.
Yes.
So,
Pack light, pretty
no
much.
offense
Just
against
record
Tanner.
equipment.
No offense against Tanner, but
No, I mean
is he gonna,
spirits and stuff. But
Okay, I was like, we don't want to antagonize these things because I know from experience.
no, back in the day when we were joking about it, we were like, "Oh, Tanner can be that dude, like the Zach Bagans, like yelling and stuff."
How
But-
many pickles can you shove it?
But no, Tanner is afraid. He doesn't even.
Oh.
He doesn't even want to do
Okay.
the ghost hunting stuff.
Oh yeah, because we discussed this on like Minecraft or something like
He's
that.
like,
yeah.
no.
Yeah, no,
No.
he is against it. So he probably won't even do that. But
So it's just the three Scooby Doo gang here.
Put it this way, he'll probably just take us 2 locations and drop
All right,
us off.
see ya.
That's it.
Tanner, we need a pickup. I'm on the way.
well,
We're
gonna need a camera
3 miles
person,
away
so-
before he drops off.
I have a built-in buddy with my wife, so she's gonna
He's got a helicopter.
hold the camera and stuff. So
Okay.
we'll be good.
I got 2 stories with the battlefield though.
I don't know if anybody even noticed. This is gonna be off track, and we'll get back to Isaac's story in a
That's
second.
fine.
But these supposedly go up to like 900 feet.
Yes.
So when you see us when you see the videos, you may not see us sometimes because we might be in other rooms.
Where's Isaac? Where's
Because we'll be able to record completely wirelessly. So you could take this and go all the way to the other end of a building and still
have
be
you tested
talking.
Have you tested it?
No. I mean, you saw me get him.
I know.
But I did see a video of a guy. He's like a mile down the road, and then he comes running in. And you can hear him the whole time. So I'm like, oh, that'll be fun. Because imagine, we're standing all in one group, and somebody's like off on their own doing something.
Oh God.
And you just hear, I don't want to do this by myself. Why did I do that?
Why shut up for this?
Where all you hear is heavy breathing.
What was that?
You hear a door open and shut real fast.
Go away, Satan.
I have a feeling those are going to be really funny videos.
I can't wait till we do that. Trying to think stories.
You said something about the Chickamauga
So
Battlefield.
oh shoot, I was thinking about like 2 other stories I had. I have a ton of stories, but Chickamauga Battlefield. So first ones we're gonna start off like small. So there's a cabin there at Snodgrass Hill. It's a little cabin up there. They used to take the wounded up there to operate on them and so on and so forth. So I decided, you know what, I'm gonna hike out here and just explore the scenery and stuff like that. And it's just me. So I look inside the cabin and I think it was like cold out. And I just decided, you know what, I'm going to stick my hand in the window of this cabin. And there's like bars on the window, but I stick my hand in the cabin and no joke, it's like freezing outside. I stick my hand near the fireplace and it's like there's a fire in there. But of course there's no fire. So that was interesting. So I go behind the cabin and for some reason went to this tree line and just kind of stood there just to take in the scenery and stuff like that. And I hear these leaves crunching, like multiple people walking up, and they just stop at the tree line. So I like to call them the Snodgrass Boys, but it's it's interesting because I took my buddy up there one time with me to be like, hey, this happened and this is where it happened at. And we were walking back to the truck, and you could hear, like, on the pavement, like, people marching behind us back to the truck. So that was pretty cool. But one more story. I was sitting in the field next to the cabin. It was like maybe 50 meters out, and just sitting there enjoying this like little herd of deer. And I hear this wolf howling like to my left. It's like maybe 100 meters away, and there's like this military base that's in these woods that's abandoned. And I think they used it back near World War One because they were worried that they were going to come over to the States, so they used that as a training facility kind of type thing. So I heard one wolf howling, then about 4 or 5 sounded like a group of them, and I was like, that's odd. There's no wolves in Georgia, especially not down here. And then it gets weird. The wolf howling turned into my maniacal laughter of a man, then a woman. Then it turned into a group of men and women laughing maniacally, and I was like, oh, hell no. I'm getting out of here.
Step out.
All right, I'll continue.
So they've been skinwalkers.
That's the thing. I don't know if those exist. To be honest, I wouldn't.
Same here.
I
Put it this way, I don't know if they exist, but I'm not going to rule anything out.
I've often wondered that because that same location where we went to the tunnel, there's like a big giant hiking trail, like a hunter's trail. And my mom's always told me when I've come back from these little excursions, she's like, there was something out there watching y'all, or there was something that happened.
Yeah.
Which to most people, they'd be like, oh, that's a bunch of bull. I'm like, no, she's been right 90% of the time. So, there's a graveyard near that that tunnel of what was it, Estelle mining town. And it's a big hunting trail, and trying to think.
I hate Velcro.
Yeah, the Velcro. Yeah, I got some on my costume too. Anyway, there's a big hiking trail out there, so we went out there to just explore. It's a nice view, but we felt like we were being watched. And when I got back to the house, of course, my mom tells me if there's anything out there. And she's like, y'all are being watched. I was like, by human being, ghost? And she's like, I'm not sure. I'm like, that's reassuring. But anytime we've gone out to those woods, we've like armed ourselves because, you never don't want to take any chances. But
Yeah, could have been crackhead.
hey, yo! Blah!
Like the old apartment I lived in.
Oh, yeah.
Our neighbors were scared of me. Well, the ones in the same building we were in, they were scared of me. Everyone else thought I was hilarious.
JJ, everybody's scared of you, okay? Someone just look at you like, oh, God, there's like this intimidating aura that comes off you. Hi.
I swear, you walk out the front door covered in blood one time. Don't worry, it wasn't my blood.
Artists, what was that? Artists, they get paid to make art, but you kill one person. I don't know what that video was, but needless to say, most of these stories happen in the same area, which is the bad thing.
Yeah.
That whole area is just like haunted, except the battlefield, of course.
Well, I mean, I've experienced stuff in random buildings too. Like, it happens.
Is it like older buildings? Or
Yeah, usually.
The weird thing about the battlefield is why so much like demonic shit is there is because number one, that military base, you go there now, there's like demonic scribbles on some of the like foundations of the buildings. So devil worshippers like to go down there all the
I
time.
also heard there, like, I forgot from who, there were certain battles where a lot of the soldiers who were on their last breath and all that, who pretty much turned their back on God, like, why would this happen? Stuff like that. That's what I heard. I'm not saying it did happen, but you never know.
I know.
That's part of the story. Of, like, I think the Conjuring house has like soldier spirits that were like that. Like they prayed to the devil because they're like anything to make this pain go away, kind of thing.
I've had some weird things happen, mostly with a buddy of mine. The scariest thing I seen was he got possessed, and it was mostly just because we were in the battlefield, and he had a weak mind or heart or whatever. I don't know. There's a whole thing with that, but it always involved Snodgrass for some reason. But it was like he would, like, while he was possessed, which don't do any of this, and it's not like he asked for it. But there was like 3 guys around a fire, and they were just sitting there and just chatting, 3 soldiers. And then I think it eventually cuts to one of the soldiers like strangling the other soldier. And that's why my buddy was like, it's cold, it's damp, I can't breathe. Because he wouldn't say what was happening until it was over. But, you know, he would constantly muttering these things, just like, it's cold, I can't breathe. And it's not fun stuff. I mean, it's not like we asked for any of that to happen, but it's creepy. So.
Yeah, and again, we're not going to go into the ghost hunting stuff, like trying to invite stuff.
No, because we're all competent individuals here.
There was one time I kind of did something like that, but nothing came from it. If anything, everything went quiet in that location.
You know, even this place, sometimes I'll feel like I'm seeing stuff.
It's like my house is haunted.
It's weird.
I wouldn't doubt it because of your...
Like, put it this way. If anytime the power's off, you know, like when the power kicks off and it's off for a while, stuff like that, and everybody's downstairs, you huddle together, you know, you never know.
Hanging out.
Anyway, just hanging out down there, if you're dead quiet, nobody's talking, you can hear people walking upstairs.
I actually... Mark used to tell me stories about that house.
Yeah, and not just that, sometimes doors lock themselves.
Yeah, he was saying that's happened to people in there.
The ghost is like...
Difference is, I still live there.
The ghost is like, you didn't lock your door.
There was one situation with one of my cousins.
Stupid.
He called me. My cousin went down syndrome. The one that called me that one day during D&D.
Oh, that guy. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I went and spent the night with him one day, and they was telling me, like, his mom showed me these bruises she got. Apparently, something had tried strangling her in that house. I don't know the full story. I think the story goes that there used to be a plantation there. You know, the whole story's behind that.
Yeah.
And I went in there, and I was just angry, and I just said the first thing that popped in my head. You want to get a hold of someone, get a hold of me. And here's the weird... They're already going to be moving from that place regardless of what happened. But before I spent the night there. And I said this, and apparently at the night I said that, up until the day they left, nothing else ever happened.
It's like, oh no, big man.
I don't know what it was. It just...
Don't do it.
It was just the first thing that popped in my head. I just said it. It's like, you want to get a hold of someone, try to get a hold of me.
You want some of this?
JJ's gonna fight a ghost. I'd fight a
Put
ghost.
it this way. For certain cousins, yes, I would. For others cousins...
Put some boxing gloves on with some salt in it and just...
Salt, bait,
No.
douse myself in holy water.
That's that same story that the freaking... I heard the laughing in. I was running back to my truck because I had like 100 meters to get there. And I was looking back, I was like, fuck you.
Oh, God.
But it was funny.
Yeah, no, we actually, in that house that I was talking about with the table stuff, we actually did draw a salt line around the inside of the closet. Because we had seen, or my mom was like looking up stuff about ghosts because she's like, screw this.
Screw this.
And then my grandpa was a preacher, so he came in and like...
Bless the house.
Yeah. And after that, nothing happened. But it was an odd thing because somebody died in the closet in the kitchen in there. We were all like, what?
It's like the church. I think what happened was everybody came in, they did a prayer.
I drive past that house all the time.
Yeah. And everybody had put holy water on their hands and put them on the wall.
Oh, yeah.
Every once in a while, if you're in one of those rooms, on the paneled wall, you can actually see the handprints pop back up.
Yep.
It's because holy water has vinegar in it.
Oh, I know, but still.
Any kind of moisture will cause that.
Yeah.
Oh, I know, but still. It's neat.
Doggone it.
Sorry.
Steven's trying to put side.
Granted, for my own reasons, I don't go to that church anymore, but...
Same. I used to go there myself. I remember in that same time we were down in that basement, I was like at the end of the hall, and there was this room. And, of course, we have a friend called Meatloaf. He was in that room, and he just kind of walks out slowly. I think he was, like, hooded. But he wasn't trying to scare me. But I just look over to my right, and I'm like, oh, my God. It's like, oh.
Yeah, no. I'm really excited to do the ghost hunting stuff, but it's also like we need to be careful.
We need to be careful, cover all of our bases and stuff like that.
Don't worry.
I actually have really thought
my
about making the little REM pod thing I was talking about.
Steven, I know where my Bible is. I'm prepared.
Same.
I have one in a box somewhere
Yeah.
from when I was a kid.
Mine ain't in a box. It's my bedroom.
Yeah, mine's in the bedroom opened as well. But yeah,
Mine's in a Call of Duty bag.
Priorities.
It really is the Call of Duty. I don't know. That was a bad joke. It sounded like. Anyway, but
It's kind of neat. I do have an EMF reader in this room somewhere.
I think I'm sitting on.
I'm not sure where it's
I
at.
have an MF reader.
I have
one too.
Yeah, I don't have any control over it.
It just goes off, and then
It
you
usually
go off.
stays on when I'm at work.
Yeah, and then when it detects
It's one of those things they say something like, motherfucker.
Oh, yes, the Milwaukee MF reader. I remember.
This is drill bits.
Put it this way, I work with adults who try cutting 3-inch blocks on a table saw.
Oh, my God.
Oh look.
Oh, Walkie specials.
I brought my own.
You in?
He
Well, I'm stealing.
I don't
Tanner's
know why, but
nice.
these things seem to taste better when you shake them.
It's just, I look out of my peripheral vision, just
All I
like,
saw was it.
Yeah,
This
no,
is not
it's,
the worst thing you've caught me doing.
it's
that doesn't,
You played Baldur's Gate with me.
that, yes, but if they don't know it's Baldur's Gate, that sounds bad out of context. This isn't the worst thing you've
But
caught
it
me
was
doing.
funny, huh?
It was. It was.
yeah, no, I found some on Amazon. They're like $15 as EMF readers. And it's the ones that look like the ones you see on like TV and stuff. So
Steven's like, we gotta be
I
professional.
will say this, in case of a child ghost, I'll be bringing a D&D dice to every location.
dude, that would actually be cool if we put out a set of dice
To
and
get
just
the
left them
D20.
laying there.
Yeah, we just leave them all out like that, and all of a sudden one goes,
Oh! It just goes crazy.
That would be really cool because they do. A lot of the shows do that. They'll leave something
But
out for
they
like
use
kid
actual
ghosts and
toys.
stuff. Yeah.
Did you see those videos I sent you of the ghost, or whatever it was?
I love the one video where it says something and they're like, "It's not that kind of video."
Oh yeah, that's the one I sent you. It's like, yo, hold on now.
It was like head
Yes,
something.
bedroom carry inside.
They're like, it's not that kind of video. Oh god.
The guy's like, this nun's wanting to take me in the bedroom.
And the other one that made me laugh was they're just, if you can give us a word in this box, blah blah blah. And
Nerd.
It's just like nerd. And they're like, I've never been
so
embarrassed.
attacked. That'd be my luck. Just like
yeah.
nerd. Like, that. Come on.
Those machines are expensive though, so that's like something like, if it picks up and takes off like that, will be a later.
Way, if it, if you guys want
oddly
to.
enough, a lot of people are stopping.
Because those
doing
things are like
that.
$500.
Like, YouTubers are doing it, but a lot of people aren't,
Like the
ghost
ghost shows.
hunting ain't truly popular on TV anymore.
Well,
But they are on the internet.
what's crazy is there is a huge market for it, but there's not that many people doing it.
Yeah.
So, our
Which
time
is
now.
why-
Our time is now.
Which is why we should probably.
Although we are not doing any of what these people are doing.
And
in these
also-
videos.
Yes.
We discussed the other day that I saw something. It was like an actual YouTube stat kind of thing that gaming videos are doing like way worse than they were doing like this time.
I think it was because of the,
couple
like
months
you
ago.
said, the E3 thing or whatever it was. You sent me a video on it.
Yeah.
It was like the third slide.
But I think the actual percentage was like 27% down on
Yeah.
viewership, and I'm like, that's a huge dip, very big.
That's like,
I think part of it is a lot of people are doing it.
Yeah,
yeah.
it's an oversaturated thing.
Yeah.
But if we start doing other stuff like the podcast and the ghost hunting and
And
stuff
not just that, if we're actually funny,
Hey, it just starts.
we are.
Just gets.
I'm just making a point.
Hey,
I just want to. I'll give you guys this. Death, when he was editing our videos, he's like, you guys are really funny. he's like, I just want to tell you.
Me talking about.
He's like, I know that this is gonna blow your head up because I know you. He's like, but
this is good.
he's like, but you guys as a group are hilarious.
We know. It's just,
We know we're funny, and we know that we can entertain.
you know what's
people.
bad? We don't even try. We don't even.
The
try.
more like we're ourselves,
Everyone- like,
the
used
funnier
to-
we are.
Used to, I would fight. Like, should I say that? No, I'm afraid.
And now we're just like, screw it.
And then half the
Well-
stuff I read off about Lizelle.
As long as we're not doing stuff or saying like crazy stuff during
Oh, I
like
know.
live streams, we
I-
can
I
be
s-
ourselves
yeah.
in
Yeah,
the recording.
just do it.
But he's not the first one in the last month or so that's told me that we're some of the funniest people on the platform, but we just don't have that.
Dude,
That
once
niche.
we get the niche, we're set.
And I think ghost hunting might be that niche for us.
You see me running by shit.
Because we're all nerdy. We all like the supernatural type stuff. If we do the ghost hunting, and then we can also get into like hunting for Bigfoot.
I knew it was coming.
I didn't want to say
I
it
love how you were you're like Bigfoot.
because I didn't want to. But
Yeah.
Even
Considering what
aliens.
state-
just
honestly,
start
considering what
stutters out.
state we're in, I expected it.
Here's my thing. What if it was just one like when did the Bigfoot like rumors start? Like when was that? Like when was
Many
it big?
years ago.
yeah, it was a long
Like the
time ago.
70s or
Long-
something?
No. Further than that.
Yeah, the earliest stuff goes back really far.
Okay, never mind. I was gonna drive the point. What if it was just some guy that was testing?
I mean, there's probably some stories that predate BC.
Fair enough. I was making the joke of like, what if it was just some guy testing out a new bear hunting suit, and someone saw him.
Okay, so
Like, it's the Bigfoot.
according to Google, the first reported discovery of Bigfoot footprints is credited to British explorer David Thompson in 1811.
Damn.
Yeah.
1811. So that would be.
But in actuality, there's probably incidents that would predate that. They just
Yeah,
never-
that's just the first one recorded.
Yeah, they just never.
So the question is, what is it?
There's no telling.
Yeah.
Like,
Because I mean, even
Put it this way,
I'm gonna be-
modern media probably don't do it justice.
I'm going to say something you guys aren't going to expect. Even the Bible
that's what I was about to say.
throws stuff like that out.
Yeah.
Because
What if it's
the
Even
Bible,
dragons.
the Bible references dragons.
That's what I'm saying. What if we're in a fantasy?
They reference dragons and giants and fey
How do you guys
creatures.
know why I've been buying so many swords? You know.
You've seen my bedroom.
Like, there's all kinds of stuff.
You've seen my new axe. The
And
one
I mean,
brought
I'm not a
into work.
religious person, but
I know.
to people that are, that is your book that you base your entire religion off of. And it's sitting there going, this stuff is real.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. It could be like fallen giants or angels or whatever. I was thinking that too. Some like weird thing like that. I
The
don't know.
Sephirim or whatever.
The Nephilim or wherever the heck they call it. I don't know.
It's like that fallen angel that was under the Nile River, and apparently the Nile River is drying up.
Oh no. Uh-oh. It's gonna be on Attack on Titan over here.
No, more like Sephiroth.
God.
We're all nerds.
I'd rather listen to that theme than Lavender Town. God. That makes me feel uneasy.
And then
listening to that
there's that
the original's worse.
I know.
and then there's that amiibo that Cole turned into a beast.
Oh God, demonic Zelda, villainous Zelda. God, I tried beating it, and I played Smash Bros. Religiously.
Were you using Sephiroth?
Yes, but Sephiroth is slow, but he is powerful though.
Yeah.
I thought about using Little Mac because Little Mac can hit like a truck.
But still, Cole did that.
I know. That worry. He's been hanging around you too much.
Difference
But-
is he's learning.
That's the problem.
But somebody asked, one of our Facebook followers asked if we could do like dogman sightings and stuff.
Okay.
I know nothing about that.
I'm worried to look that up now.
Yeah.
because-
Well, he was like,
With the way
a lot of
internet
it.
is nowadays, I'm afraid it will pop up.
That guy's like, you're in. He knew.
Hold on.
He knew where the area we're in, and he's like, he's British, so he's like, this should be in that area, right? And I'm like, actually, I mean,
Who called me?
a lot of it's Kentucky, but that's not that far.
Hold on. I've been to Kentucky, actually.
Don't forget your microphone's on.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I turned mine off when I left and answered my phone. But
Well, I'm not answering my phone. I'm just like checking this whole dog.
there's
thing.
Heather. Yeah, no, it's something I've been thinking about for years, and we just never. Because that guy was like, "Oh, there's a lot of ghost hunting shows, and you guys should do stuff like this."
So it's pretty much just like a werewolf type
Yeah.
guy. Okay.
And I was like, we could attempt that at some point. I don't
Better
know that-
yet, we become an urban legend. Get a suit. I'm just kidding.
I don't know that. I don't know that we want to tangle with a werewolf. But.
No.
No, and I don't think
I
that.
don't have any silver.
I don't think silver will kill it. That's only.
I can bring my axe, but that won't help.
I could sharpen the Buster sword and get stronger. I'd better
I'm
not
still
miss.
surprised I didn't get in trouble bringing that axe into work.
If I brought the Buster sword into work, they would be asking some questions like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
I'm chopping turkey.
Oh, and Mitchell made one.
Like that old meme. I have the power of
Made of
God in
steel.
anime.
Does he still have it?
Yes.
Is he selling it?
I don't know. Actually, I think he's making it for someone else.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're blacksmithing.
Same cousin who made that one Resident Evil video.
I
That
just.
video is still funny.
I want to learn.
Mom, get the out of my room! I'm playing Minecraft.
I want to learn how to.
Mark's reaction too. It's almost like it was planned that way.
Oh yeah.
He's literally like, "Oh God, no!"
On a separate note, I'd love to blacksmith, but that's probably going to happen later down the road. To be honest.
Honestly, I don't have the patience to do something like that.
I don't either.
I use all my ADHD powers on D&D.
You just. I mean, it is a long process of
I have a
heating.
3D printer that
Hammer
has
it
dust
out.
on it.
But take in mind, every time I create an encounter for D&D for him or this,
Me,
I
specifically.
plan 9 different scenarios on most encounters.
He pretty much calls-
Taking the players.
You plan things?
How would I know? I'll put it this way. That's why I'm going to force Tanner to be a spellcasting class to possibly rein in some of that.
When
Last time I played. Well, go ahead.
nothing is planned.
Yeah, I can tell because we walk into a dungeon. It's like, here's you 50 mushroom people. Also, when you're done with that, here's you 5 more.
Well, that
God, make it stop.
those are scripted in the book, so
I
I
know.
couldn't really. I did.
I know. I'm joking.
I did do a lot of that, but
I know. I'm merely joking.
it was because of the book. 90% of what we did though was
Still in that
other than the fights. It was mostly me because
Which was it was good.
I had to make up a lot of stuff
love
because
your,
that would have lasted one session.
I love your Star Wars campaign.
That was all from my
That
head.
seems like that would be made with love and passion.
That one was all from my brain. That one, there was nothing
can't
from
wait
the
to
book
do
for
it.
that one.
I can't wait to do a Star Wars campaign.
I'm actually working on one right now, but it's more like a merger of universes, an alternate Star Wars universe of
Well,
universe.
My Star Wars stuff takes place in the same realm as our D&D stuff. It's
Yes.
That's
like
dope.
when we reboot it, it'll be the same story basically. So JJ's gonna have a little.
I won't.
He's gonna know what happens, but
It looks so funny.
it's kind of goofy looking. The eyes are like opposite directions. It looks like it'd be hard to see it.
I can see his eyes barely.
Yeah. These eyelids are resting just above my eyelids.
If for all
My eyes
the
are stuck like this.
It looks like it looks like the dragon from
But they're like-
Shrek.
The eyelids on this mask are doing this to my eyelid.
We've had one forever, but I forget.
it's called.
Rogue Energy. And if you go to petfarms.live, you can scroll all the way down to the bottom of the page, and there's a picture. You can click it, and it goes to the website with our referral link, and then you can put in the code FAMU. It's FAMU, and it will give you an extra 10% off.
Yep.
Anyway, we also have merch. We have there's a tip page on our website. There's all kinds of stuff that you can support us with. We're gonna start uploading everything to Patreon.
I'm gonna be doing more for Wizards and Weirdos.
And yeah, he started streaming a lot more for Wizards and Weirdos. We're gonna try to record some extra stuff for everything.
Yeah, Wednesday I'll be doing more Warhammer.
And I think I might start doing some Skyrim streams in the month of November.
The idea is that we're putting out more stuff.
For you guys.
Monday I might do some Cyberpunk because it is a tabletop game.
And if you don't like any of this, let us know. Please.
Well-
Send us a direct message and say, well,
It's one of those